And you know how Steppin with Marcus J live from the Den of Legacy Internet Radio. Thank y'all everybody for staying with us here this evening. If you're listening to us live, you're listening to us on TuneIn. So thank you for pulling out your tablet and your smartphone computer, searching Legacy Internet Radio on TuneIn. You have found us and you're listening to us now. Thank you to everybody that's listening to our replays on YouTube. Hit up our Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J page on Facebook, and you'll find the information on how to get to us there to listen to the replays. Now, listen, I told y'all before that we had some special interviews tonight, and this one I'm very, very, very excited to do here on the show. Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. I've got an author that I'm going to present to you. She is the author of The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. She is an Emmy Award winner. I am absolutely pleased and honored to bring to Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J on Legacy Internet Radio the author of The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway, Miss Patricia Gonzalez, is with us. What's going on, Paddy?
Hey, hello everybody.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm very blessed. How are you?
I'm doing very well. I'm glad to have an opportunity to talk with you again and kind of share the information about your book. You are officially a published author, are you not?
I am. It's still pretty surreal, but I am a published author.
How does that feel? What does it feel like? You wrote a book, man. That's big stuff.
It feels great. I'm not going to lie, especially because it was an idea. It was just an idea in my head about a year and a half ago, and now I have a physical copy of a book that I wrote.
A book that's in your hand.
Now.
It's a book in your hand that says written by or author or whatever it says, and it says Patricia Gonzalez on the front of it. That's
precisely. That's pretty trippy.
It is pretty trippy. The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. Before I get to the book, I introduce you as the Emmy Award-winning Patricia Gonzalez, Miss Paddy, and so that to me is pretty impressive. I know a couple of Emmy Award winners, and now I'm having the opportunity to speak to another. So that is my honor, and I'm blessed to be able to talk with you. But why don't you tell the listeners about your Emmys, how you got them? You know, what do you do?
Well, I am very fortunate enough to work in television, particularly sports television. I work for MLB Network. For those who aren't familiar, it's a television network geared solely towards baseball, and I've been working there since the launch and, you know, just contributing to the everyday live shows, you know, be it content, DVD creation, anything that the talent, producers, editors need, I contribute. So luckily, we've been up multiple times for Emmy Awards, and then the station as a whole has won a good amount of Emmys, but mine came through my contributions towards our studio shows, and the most recent one was for MLB Tonight, and my contributions towards that show. So it's pretty awesome. You know, when I feel that when you go into wanting to study media and television and radio production, you have these grand ideas of winning awards, and it's definitely something that I envisioned when I was studying and busting my butt late night in the edit rooms. I said, you know, one day I'm going to hold an Emmy Award. And I didn't even think it would come true, but it did 3 times. So I am very blessed and very fortunate to have those.
Yeah, in my apology, I almost cut you off. I was going to ask you how many you have. So you've got 3 of them.
I do.
Wow.
It's funny because the most recent one, I was just notified last week, which was the same day that we published the book, that the book became live.
Wow.
Online. So it's pretty cool. It's awesome.
So
it's so awesome. I'm very blessed, very fortunate.
There's multiple congratulations. So first of all, congratulations on being a So next time we have you on the show, which we will, of course, again, but the next time we have you on the show, I'll be sure to introduce you as multi-Emmy Award winner Patricia Gonzalez. So that way I make sure that I get it right. You said you won your most recent Emmy on the day that The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway was released. Why don't you tell us, just kind of give us a brief synopsis of The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway?
The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway is a lovely children's book basically inspired by my fiance and our dog Fenway. So what I did was I came up with these two characters who find each other because they kind of need each other to have fun, and little Paddy suffers an accident where he breaks his arm and kind of wishes he had somebody to go on adventures with him, and lo and behold, his parents get him this lovely puppy named Fenway, that they name Fenway, and together they go on this adventure through the jungles of the Amazon. And I don't want to give too much away.
No, please don't do that.
But they they definitely get into a lot of mischief. So it's a worthy read for kids.
Right. Well, what was the inspiration? I mean, that sounds pretty lofty, pretty adventurous, whether it be for children or adults. And I'm sure, adults will enjoy it as well. I'm a big kid at heart, and I watch a lot of children's movies and TV shows and stuff with my daughter, Mama J. And so I'm sure adults are going to enjoy it as well. But what was the inspiration? What made you decide it was going to be a kid's book?
Well, I actually drew it from the relationship that my fiance has with our puppy. It's probably the most playful relationship I've seen between a dog and his master. He speaks to the dog as if the dog were a person. And even in their methods of playing, like I was watching them, I remember it as clear as day. It was a nice sunny day outside, and I'm watching them play together, just tossing the ball, and the dog just being playfully nipping at my fiance. And I looked at him and I said, this dog brings out the kid in you. Like, I'm pretty sure if you had him as a child, you would have gotten into just crazy mischief together. And I jokingly said to him, I'm like, you know what, I'll just write a book about you. I bet I could come up with a story about you guys. And he kind of just looked at me and was like, yeah, you go write a book. And I took it as a dare, which you shouldn't do, especially to a person to me, because if you dare me to do something, I am actually going to go do it, and I'm going to show you that I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And, what I sat down and I looked at him and I was like, you know what, I am going to do it. And one sentence turned into a paragraph, which turned into a couple of pages, and then next thing I know, I have this manuscript in my hands, and I said, you know what, I gotta show it to somebody and see what they think, and it was well received. Everybody that I've showed it to has said, wow, this is a really, really fun read. And I opted to make it a children's book because, for me, the biggest gift that was given to me, which was given to me by my sister as a child, was books. And books allow you to go to so many different places, different times, different lands, and you discover so much through reading that I wanted to give that back to kids today. We live in a world where kids now are on smartphones as young as 7 years old, and they have a phone and they're on a tablet, and they're not really reading as much. They're not picking up a book. They're not using their imagination, and it breaks my heart, So I wanted to do something that can give back to kids, because it starts with the kids. If you can get a child on the right path, that end result will be amazing. You
mentioned your fiance, along with his dog, were a big part of your inspiration in creating the book and the manuscript and the idea, the story. Is he involved in the book at all? Did you kind of, incorporate him more officially in writing this book, or is he just kind of your muse?
Oh, no, he's aside from being my muse, he's also a contributor on the book. So a lot of a good chunk of the ideas that I had, I would bounce it off of him. He would do the preliminary edits. He came up with one of the things we have mentioned in the book are just jelly beans. It's fine jelly beans. So it's something the main character uses. So it was like his idea to have like a jelly bean hunt in the book, which is pretty awesome. So if you purchase the book, you'll see that there are jelly beans hidden throughout the illustrations. So it's kind of fun because you read it, and then when you get to the end, you have to go back into the story, and it becomes interactive. And that was like his idea. And it was the most amazing thing we could have done for that book. So he has definitely contributed in so many ways, and just so many bursts of inspiration that have made the book 10 times better.
Jelly beans. I got to be honest with you. You got my attention when you said jelly beans, because that was my, not so much now, but when I was a child, when I was young like Paddy in the book, I was absolutely obsessed with jelly beans. Just not the black ones and not the white ones. I didn't like the black ones or the white ones, but I liked the colored ones because they had flavor and kind of juicy and fruity. So you got my attention when you said when you said jelly beans. So when you mentioned your fiance a couple of times, so I definitely want to give you an opportunity. First of all, say hey to him. I don't know if he's listening tonight. He might be.
Hey, Pat. His name is Patrick, so it works for us. For Pat and Paddy.
Pat and Paddy. What does Patrick do anyway? What's he do?
He actually works at the network. He is a segment producer at MLB Network. He is, between the two of us, we have 10 Emmy Awards. So he's a 7-time Emmy Award winner, and he does such great work. If you take a look.
Are you biased?
You'll see. Huh?
Are you biased?
Am I biased?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, there you go. You kept it 100, so I can dig that.
Oh, yeah. I'm not lying. But he is super talented, and he's super creative, which completely worked with this book,
right,
because he was able to see things that I couldn't see.
Right.
And, he is just obviously a big part of my life, but
right. Well,
he's awesome.
We're happy.
I can't sing his praises.
Well, first of all, we're proud to have you here on the show, and I'm happy that you're happy. To be able to produce the book and to have such a close connection to the inspiration to the book, so close that you're going to, commit your life to them. And so I'm happy for you with regards to that. And then you guys got 10 Emmys in between you. That means that it's not just me saying, oh, it's great, you guys are working together, but like you've been recognized as doing great work. So I'm happy for you guys, first of all, and I'm very proud to have you guys on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J, live from the Den of Legacy Internet Radio. This book, The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway, and I want to keep saying it. I want to brand that. I want everybody The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. Are you telling folks, obviously you're doing press, you're on the air with us here on Legacy Internet Radio, but are you getting out, you going places, you going to, to tell people how to find the book, or what's going on with that? Any dates that you want to let folks know?
Oh yeah, we're tweeting, Instagramming, Facebooking. We're on, all over social media. If you live in the Hoboken area, there's definitely flyers and posters up letting people know that this book is out.
That's Hoboken, New Jersey, right?
Hoboken, New Jersey, yes. This book is out. It's available on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, Create Space. It's out there. It's out there.
You've got a book launch event coming up on.
We do.
June. When is it? June 7th. June 7th.
Yeah. So we have a book launch event party and book signing at Willie McBride's Irish Pub and Restaurant in Hoboken, New Jersey, and that is June 7th from 12 to 4. And it's going to be a fun event. We're doing it in line with the theme of the certain themes in the book, and it's going to be a great place to just bring your kids. We have face painting, balloons, snacks, and coloring stations, and some fun stuff for mom and dad. But it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great event, and it's our first one. We're also looking to do a couple of signings and book launches in the New England area. So stay tuned for that. Road trip.
Well, the good thing is,
That's
here
right.
at Legacy Internet Radio, obviously, I grew up in Jersey City, New Jersey, but we're based out of Richmond, Virginia, and we're national and worldwide. We've had listeners as far away as Seoul, Korea, as well as the west coast of United States here. So hopefully the folks that are listening to us tonight will be inspired by your story and the grand adventures of Paddy and Fenway. One more time, how can they get this book online?
So you can get it on Amazon.com and Barnes & Nobles if you search for The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. And just to clarify, Paddy is spelled Paddy. I've actually had people spell it with two T's, and I'm like, no, it's Paddy as in Patrick. So that's available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. You can also get it through Create Space, and the link for Create Space is available on our Instagram profile. And please do follow us on Instagram. The handle is Paddy and Fenway. We also tweet a great deal about it, and we tweet the link often for people to purchase. So our Twitter handle is Paddy_Fen. And I have links posted all over Facebook. You could just find our page, The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. There's a link everywhere.
Well, it sounds like it is, and we'll definitely make sure that we do what we can to help support you and get the information on the book out. And we'll, obviously, be promoting your, appearance for folks that want to listen to the replays who did not have an opportunity to listen to us live now. They can listen to the replay on YouTube, and we'll make sure that we add those things in social media, and we'll connect our Legacy Internet Radio pages with yours as well, so that everybody can find out how they can be a part of what you're doing. What's next? I mean, you got any other creative works in coming down the pike? Any other books or anything else you guys are looking to do?
Well, the fun part about writing a children's book is that you can come up with so many ideas, and one of them will hit. So we have book 2 is in the works, and we have outlines for books 3 and 4. But I'm actually excited for book 2, because we'll see Paddy and Fenway kind of earn their stripes with each other. We'll have Fenway earn his collar and come up against some magical doggy toys that are seeking revenge. So I won't give out too much.
Yeah, don't
detail,
do that. But
that's the gist.
We can look for potentially another a sequel, huh? Is that what we're saying?
Absolutely, we're looking forward to making this a series. It's I find it to be very fun to write for children, because they are imaginative.
Right.
You can take them on so many different adventures, and they'll appreciate it. And we have such great illustrations in this book, and we're working with a very, very talented illustrator from Union City, New Jersey. His name is Cyril Romero, and we're just looking forward to bringing more characters and objects to life. So look forward to book number 2 being an even bigger adventure than this current one.
Well, when you have anything, obviously, you to promote, whether it be you or Patrick, or your sister, in the interest of full disclosure, we know each other. Your sister is Patricia, Priscilla Pender, who is the co-founder of Joe Pre Consulting, and we had her on the air a couple of weeks ago ahead of the event that she had in East Orange, New Jersey, earlier in April. So it's a family affair, and I'm definitely happy to have you guys, very, very talented and beautiful sisters, affiliated with us here on Legacy Internet Radio. Any final thoughts, anything that you want to share that maybe we didn't get to that you want to reiterate before we let you go?
Please pick up this book. It's a fun read for kids. I mean, it's perfect for bedtime reading and bonding between a parent and a child, because it is a chapter book. So it's a type of book that you can take and read a chapter a night, and it's got great illustrations, and it's fun, and it's also perfect for the older kids, ages 7 through 12, that are getting into books by themselves and picking books up and reading on their own. So it's a great book for the entire family. And again, if you're in the Hoboken, New Jersey area, check out our book launch June 7th. At Willie McBride's Irish Pub in Hoboken from 12 to 4, and we look forward to seeing everybody.
We look forward to it as well, Paddy. We appreciate you taking the time. We know you're busy, taking the time out of your schedule to talk with us here on Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J on Legacy Internet Radio. So we thank you. We thank Patrick. We offer you the greatest congratulations in the utmost salutations, and we hope that you guys have great success with the book, and of course your impending nuptials with Patrick later on this year. So we look forward to hearing great stories about that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Patricia Gonzalez. She is the author of The Grand Adventures of Paddy and Fenway. She is a 3-time Emmy Award winner working for the MLB Network. Paddy, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, everybody.
Hold the line for us. We're going to take a break, y'all. And when we come back, we've got more Ain't No Half Steppin' with Marcus J. Live from the den of Legacy Internet Radio. Stay with us. We'll be back in a few.